I am not a Superman. I think you should know that. Never in my life I have ever thought of competing in any triathlon event, especially the Ironman. I'm just one ordinary human being, just like you. I made all kinds of dumb mistakes over and over again, with a slight twist to each one of them.
It tastes like a real beer. What about the bus? Your first Ironman race.
Yeah, excited.
Exciting. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna swim, bike, and run.
You look like you're ready. Show you my real tattoo here.
All right.
It's a real dragon.
The dragon that can fly.
The dragon.
After many weeks of training, I am well prepared for the Cruz Ironman. That's what I thought. But anything can happen during the race. Saturday is bike check-in. We arrived at 10 a.m. and there's no long line. Check-in was easy. Just needed a QR code and my driver's license. And we got the race bib and the goodie bag. I could feel the excitement all around. The athletes seemed happy and ecstatic about the race. And I'm just happy to be part of it and have fun.
It's 5 o'clock in the morning. We're ready, right?
Yeah.
No turning back now.
Sunday morning, we arrived at the transition area at 5 a.m. And we are the very few arriving so early. It's foggy and it's really cold, much colder than I expected. We took our time to prepare the stuff and waited till 6:15 a.m. to put on the wetsuit and start walking to the swim area at 6:30. I didn't jump into the water to warm up, which later I thought that may have been something good to do. At the lineup, I felt confident and optimistic. I drank a bottle of electrolyte, an energy bar, and a gel pack while lining up for the swim at the 35 to 37 minute time slot, which is the expected time for the entire 2-kilometer swim. When the swim got started, I took it easy, and yet I felt that my heartbeat was racing fast, feeling uncomfortable. The wetsuit was too tight. I felt anxious and some sort of panic as many swimmers were passing me and making big splashes around me. And the worst part was some swimmers kicked water into my mouth as I came up for air. According to the statistics, the death rate, that's right, I mean dying, in triathlon is the highest among all sports, and usually the death occurs during the swim. Heart attack is the most common cause. I can totally relate to that. In the open water and with so many aggressive swimmers around you, water splashing everywhere, you feel that you cannot catch your breath. You may get panic and you may get into cardiac arrest. I certainly felt like that during the first 15 minutes of swim. And the thought of dying in the water came to my mind. The fear was real. The lifeguard there were not able to save you if you happen to have a heart attack. Your body will just shut down and no one will notice you until the water is calm. I think 50% of the swimmers were faster than I was. I got a few gentle kicks to the arms and stomach by the fast swimmers. And occasionally my legs were touched by other swimmers that were catching up to me from behind. I thought the sea lions were touching me. Swimming back toward the beach was easy as the ocean waves pushed me in. I actually finished the swim in 42 minutes. That's the same swim time I had 2 years ago. As I was about to get out of the water, I thought I would jump up and run up the beach like a Baywatch lifeguard. But suddenly my legs locked up and the legs were cramping. Oh no, I thought, what the heck just happened? That never happened before during swim. Realizing what just happened, but I have to walk slowly up the beach like a wounded warrior in the battlefield. It felt like a war zone. I couldn't run. So I took a long and slow walk toward the transition area. Many spectators were cheering. Along the way, I sat on the bench a couple of times to ease the pain. By the time I got to the transition area, a few good friends were greeting me. I was happy to see them. Really appreciate it. I finally managed to walk without pain. My body was shaking violently. My legs were cramping again. My body was starting to getting really cold and I was feeling hypothermia. Not good. After a few long minutes standing under the cool sun, my body finally recovered. And that's a long 19 minutes in the transition area. Later, I found out that my lower legs were probably stung by some jellyfish through the wetsuit, causing my legs to cramp and body to shake violently, feeling like that I have a hypothermia. My body had bad reactions. The scar will probably take weeks to heal.
Yeah, it'll warm up really quickly. I know.
I finally got started on the bike. It was cold. My body was still shaking. I wasn't prepared for biking in the cold, but I knew I had to keep going as my body will eventually warm up. So I kept riding at a slow pace, but many cyclists were passing me. Unlike 2 years ago, I felt so good and I was passing everyone right out of the gate. So I kept a watchful eye on the power meter and made sure that my power output was under 160 watts or 65% of my FTP. I kept a steady pace, drink electrolyte, 1 bottle per hour, eating and taking salt pills at regular intervals. The water stations was fantastic, and I was always happy to see the awesome and cheerful volunteers. Along the way, I noticed 5 cyclists with flat tires and 1 with a broken chain. Don't count on the SAG support to help you to change the tires or with mechanical issues, because the support could be a long time away. And for the first time, I saw the event referee riding the motorcycle up and down Highway 1, warning people not to stay within 30 feet behind the other cyclists. I got a warning myself for staying behind another cyclist for just a few seconds. The referee came up to me and shouted, "You have 5 seconds to pass her or you stay way behind." Wow, that was crazy. At times, there were many cyclists packed together on the uphill, and the event referee was forcing them to spread out. The bike ride came to an end eventually without much trouble, but I have to stop by the water aid station to pee twice, and that took a few short minutes. And there was always some wait time at the portable toilet. Transition 2, that took 5 minutes. I started to run up slowly up the hill. As the run progresses, the early afternoon sun was getting really hot. I kept running at a constant pace, trying to keep the cadence at 170. I enjoy running along the coast on gravel. I love the feel of the cool wind and the ice water pouring over my head. With the last 3 miles to go, I saw my good friends Aaron and Wenjun. They were cheering me on. I felt ecstatic and energized again, and picked up my pace toward the finish line. I felt good. Raised my arms and pumped my fists of crossing the finish line. Yep, I felt I have accomplished something. I feel good. Life is good. The greatest enjoyment I got out of this was seeing my good friends and volunteers. Their smiles and energy have made me forgetting all the pain and suffering. Well, will I come back again? Well, we'll see after I make my recovery.